I just turned it off, so I can't see anybody. But
that's okay.
Does this work?
Yes.
Oh my God.
We're doing it old school. This is going to be the highlight.
Totally. And it just goes to show you, it totally goes to show you. I mean, seriously, if I can't do this, how do we expect people who've never logged on before to do it?
This is amazing. We're getting all sorts of hearts on the screen.
Well, I appreciate that. I appreciate the love because I feel it.
Oh my gosh, this is amazing. So just as a reminder for those of you who didn't get to be a part of the original Love Fest, this is Scott Deutchman from Google, and he was there for the first bipartisan tech. He was there for the second bipartisan tech, and he's back here now. That's awesome.
I stand between you and networking and probably dinner, so I'm just going to make this, and I appreciate you doing everything to hook me up. I couldn't not speak because Francois remembers exactly right. I remember the first one as if it was yesterday. I spoke right before the pandemic, and this is the most inspiring organization I engage with all the time, and it's because of your leadership, and it's because of the programs that your team puts together. I joined right before the final speaker about your why, and it is, I'm inspired because I hear, by everything that I'm hearing, and it's why I went into it, frankly, 20 years ago, and worked on Capitol Hill, and then at the FCC, and then ultimately in the Obama White House, working on just these issues because they are so important to our community. So let me just tell you about, and it's part of the reason why we're so thrilled to be a sponsor of the organization, not just today, but all year long. Let me just tell you very quickly, and I won't go into any detail, about 3 things we announced in the last month that maybe the folks on who can actually see each other might be interested in. I know that Paula spoke earlier from the National Digital Innovation Alliance, and we're proud to partner with them with a $10 million program to create a digital navigator core that will help people like me get on to meetings and use broadband in rural and tribal areas. So this spring, we've identified 18 communities, and so NDIA will be having a public process this spring, which you should look out for, because I think everyone agrees that digital navigator programs are just essential. So that's one. 2, we were proud to join Secretary Raimondo and announce $100 million career certificate fund that we believe is going to drive $1 billion in wages across the country for 20,000 American workers. And these are folks generally who don't have college degrees and may have limited work experience, but we've had tremendous success. Are partnering with an organization called Social Finance in Boston, as well as with Merit America in Europe, to roll out these programs. So look for that. And then the last thing we're really proud of, I live in Washington, D.C. Just last week, we joined the mayor for $1 million grant to the Community College Prep Academy to expand this Google Career Certificate program. What's key to these programs is not just the certificates, it's not just the broadband, but it's also the wraparound support. We've come to learn that unless you can provide people with money for rent if they need it, or childcare if they need it, or things that will actually allow them to go get this training, it's not particular. It's limited in its success. So what we're focused on are some real innovations with regard to wraparound support. So that's
Scott, you're missing all of the confetti on the screen on whatever your last announcement. There's a lot of confetti on the screen. We got a lot of wows, hearts, things like that.
Oh, great. I suspect that's on the wraparound support.
Yes.
We've learned that really is critical. And we put our money where our mouth is. And what we did was we took $100 million, and frankly, we're partnering with an impact investing organization called Social Finance. They'll be making the decisions. It's not us. They've got the experience, and they've got the experience in the community with folks like America in Europe. So watch for that. We're really excited about all those programs. And look, you're in the trenches, and you guys are going to make this happen. So I just appreciate the time. You're finding a way to connect me in old school.
That's awesome. Thank you so much, Scott, for joining us. And I'm so glad that I had my cell phone nearby. And so thank you so much for joining us. Brittany Ray, I will turn it back over to you.